Storyteller Squad. Welcome to a brand new generation of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge. So, if you haven't watched the last 5 generations of Never Get Bored, I highly suggest you go watch them. So there is a whole playlist on all the generations if you haven't watched any of them. There's also individual playlists for each generation if you want to go and watch a specific gen. But I will go ahead and say that I cannot believe I am on Gen 6. This is so wild. I have never gotten this far in a legacy. I am actually on Gen 5 of emoji off a screen. So this is just really crazy to me, and I'm very, very excited, and I appreciate all the love and support that y'all have shown Never Get Bored. I could never have imagined a year ago playing Never Get Bored, and then seeing all of you now like playing it too and getting to like Gen 3 and onward. Like, that's so insane, and I appreciate you very, very much. So I have a whole backstory for these Sims and all of their family, as you all know. So I'm going to go ahead and say the little summary that I wrote up, because I'm very detailed and thorough with this legacy and my other ones, and I just really wanted to write a little something down so I would remember. So basically the summary is: the Chaston farmhouse caught on fire because of faulty wiring, while Liori and Raina were on a trip to Tartosa, where they got engaged abruptly. Liori got a call from Deackon about the fire, so they rushed home, and Raina and Liori broke up because Liori and Raina fought about magic. Raina told her she made up the whole idea of being a witch to entertain her because she knew she was devastated about Evelyn, her mom, passing away. Still never getting to be close with her mom, she imagined all these powers that she had just to kind of feel better about the whole death of her mom. So then what happened was, after the fire, Deackon saved a couple of things of his and Liori's. They took a bit of the money that their grandma Brenna had given them, and they now live here in Strangerville. So yeah, that's like the storyline, and they have 0 simoleons to their name because the family's generational wealth is gone. It is completely gone because the money trees caught on fire and there's no more left. So even their grandma Brenna has no more money, and she was a Strangerville hero. So the reason why their grandma doesn't have money is not just because of the generational wealth running out, but it's also because she spent some of that money on investing in Strangerville, making it more profitable. So that's a whole nother storyline that I'll get into later, but we're gonna stick to talking about Liori and Deackon right now. So basically, Liori, a little bit about her, just kind of a trigger warning for you all, in case some of you out there do have this kind of condition. As you all know, I do like to make my legacies very realistic and detailed. So she does actually have a condition called psychiatric depression from losing her mom early on. This has caused her to blur the lines of reality, causing hallucinations. And her family tried to help her by pretending the house was haunted, just using the same kind of effects that Disney World uses. If you all know Disney World and have been there, the Haunted Mansion uses these types of effects that make it look like ghosts are, appearing. So that's kind of what her family did. They spent a bit of the generational wealth fund on that, just to kind of make Liori feel better. So yeah, all the haunted stuff was all fake. And then she, has gotten worse over time. And then basically just recently, a few months back, whenever the fire happened, she kind of found out, like, oh gosh, I really don't have psychic powers. Like, that's crazy. And now she's kind of really upset over that. And so her symptoms are like a yearning for her mom, the deceased, emotional numbness, sometimes hallucinations. So yeah, that's what she has. And also, as you all know, she is allergic to bees. So yeah, and she's a freelance photographer. So she actually has been working on photography for a little bit. She did do that a bit after high school, but now she's not really the best photographer in the world. Like, she's, just doing what she loves, and that's good for her. She also recently, when she's moved here to Strangerville, met a guy named Blaine. So this is Blaine, and she is actually unattracted to him now, and I don't know why, because she did actually think that he was very attractive. Maybe it's just because I gave him a different hair. I'm not really sure. But yeah, she's actually unattracted to him for some odd reason. But yes, they are in a romantic relationship. They are soulmates, partners, steamy romantic dynamic, and amazing compatibility. She's very satisfied with him. Maybe it's because he's an opposite, but like they are attracted to each other because opposites attracted sentiment they have here. Opposites attract. Blaine has romantic feelings for Liora. Oh, well, that's Blaine. Maybe he's just really attracted to her because she's different than him. But he actually has the genius, adventurous, foodie, non-committal, and always hard, which is a modded trait. So yeah, he is actually kind of a sleazeball, so to speak. He really likes to be romantic, and I think that, just because, she lost her mom and found out all these terrible things, like she doesn't have these psychic abilities, neither did her girlfriend, her ex-girlfriend. She didn't have any magic. It's made her feel bad, and it's made her fall for Blaine and be really gullible. So that's what's going on with her. So yeah, she and Blaine are having a little thing, and I think I want them to actually go and get tattoos soon, but I have to make the tattoo/hookah lounge. I still haven't. I've been working really, really hard on this other build over here that I'll go ahead and show you all. So this is the build that I have been working on, and this is actually going to be owned by the mayor, because the mayor, he wants to make the town be more well known and have more people come here, so he wanted to make a mini mall. So this is what I've been working on for the last 2 days. But yes, we're gonna go ahead and go over here and talk about Deackon a little bit. Oh, I did actually mean to tell you all Leora's traits. So Leora's traits are still the same, except I did switch out the mystical trait for this storyline. So it says she has the anxious attachment. This sim loves hard, maybe too hard. They're always overthinking text, spiraling when someone doesn't respond right away, and needs constant reassurance to feel secure. So she definitely is really insecure in the relationship that she is currently in, and I think that makes her want to get attention a lot, which I definitely understand that feeling. I was like that when I was a teenager. So, but she's actually 21 years old, so hopefully maybe she'll decide at some point that maybe Blaine is not the guy for her. But then she also has the cheerful trait because she tries to look on the bright side of things. But I'm sure that her disease that she has, her psychiatric depression, I'm sure that's going to make it hard for her. And then she's family oriented because she loves her family more than anything. She loves her brother. And then she's romantic, and she has the photographer's eye, which is a modded trait. But the family, or which one was it? I think it was romantic, photographer's eye, and clumsy that are the required traits for this gen. But this generation is all about being a photographer and a hopeless romantic, and I am just so loving this gen so far. I've loved getting the story together and everything. I did have an original story that I was going to go with, but I definitely love this one a lot better. And she also has a bee allergy, which you all know. So we are going to be looking out for that in this gen because she is outside. So now moving on to Deackon. So Deackon actually has been trying to look on the bright side as well about everything going on. He's trying to, look towards their future. He really wants to maybe go to university to become a vet. But right now they have no money for that. His original thought was maybe once he finished trying to take care of the family's farm, he would be able to take some of that money that they had and be able to spend it on going to school. But now he's totally gonna have to change that idea around, and I did mean to change his aspiration. I think that he actually wants to be, I kind of want to do maybe the freelance botanist for him, or maybe the curator. It would be cool to do the curator because he can go and collect things. I think that'd be a fun thing for him to do out here since they're living with no money. And so, yeah, he actually really wants to go be a vet because he's an animal enthusiast. And I think that would be really, really fun for him. He doesn't really plan on having kids. He doesn't see that for himself. I think that Liora definitely wants to have kids, and Liora is my heir, so that would be good. He's romantically reserved, he's childish, he's a slob, and a freegan. So we could actually go and dumpster dive with him as well, which could be adding to the whole idea of him being a curator. So I love that. I love Deackon and Liora both very much, and I am very excited to play with them. I also have a little secret something going on here with Deackon in his backstory, but I didn't want to tell you all about it right now. But he definitely has a rare disease, and it's fatal, that he's been dealing with since he was 14, that he hasn't told the family or his sister, so that's going to be a whole big storyline in the future, but we're going to keep that under wraps for right now. And then here's their dog. Here's their dog Toto, which they just found wandering the streets. He is so adorable. He came from Pugone's gallery. If you want to go and check out Pugone, she's an amazing creator of pets. So yes, this is Toto, and I named him Toto after the Wizard of Oz because I love the Wizard of Oz. I have since I was little. And also because Wicked is coming out. So Wicked for Good. Oh, I am so excited to watch it. I don't think I'll be going to the theaters, but for sure we'll be watching it. But yes, Toto was just roaming the streets, and they were so sad for him, so they decided to take him here to their little campsite. So we are just gonna do what we usually do with Rags to Riches. We're gonna go ahead and get started on trying to make a little money. I figure that Liora is gonna be multifaceted, you know, with growing up on a farm. I think she would definitely want to like do a little flower arranging and stuff like that. I think that she would probably do this, and then he would probably do the handiness part. They're both gonna manage the garden. So I am gonna have her take a couple of the starter fruits. Do we have any other thing in here? Oh yes, we have these cannabis seeds, which her boyfriend actually gave to her. So we might actually be making a little money like that too, kind of like her great-great-great-grandma did with her edibles. So yes, we're gonna try that out as well. So I think I'm gonna have her go ahead and we're gonna open these. She has not told her brother what her plan is, but she really wants to make a ton of money from selling some cannabis because of the fact that her photography isn't really making her a lot of money. Sadly, she's not like getting anybody to buy her photos, so it's been kind of a problem. They've lived here for a few months and they're still barely making any money. So yeah, they're trying a new plan out, and this is her plan. So we're gonna go ahead and put this down here, and we're gonna put this one too. We're gonna plant a purple, and we're gonna plant a AK-47. So he already wants to come and talk to her. He's already on to her about this whole idea. So I feel like Deackon's a little bit more wholesome than his sister. I definitely feel like Liora is a little bit more edgy than him. So yeah, even though she's got a really great sensitive heart, I do think that she has just had a lot happen to her, and that's why she's more rebellious. So he's like, hey sis, he's just like scaring her. He's like, I got you. And she's like, Deackon, don't scare me like that. Like, why are you doing that? Like, you know what I have. You know I have psychiatric depression, and that's really hard for me to deal with right now. I don't need you to be scaring me. And he's like, sorry, you know, I just think it's kind of fun, you know, to joke with you. Like, why don't you loosen up a little bit? We're gonna make some more money, don't worry. She's like, I know, but like, we're still living out here out in, like, from a tent. Like, we're living here by, you know, by the street where cars go by. Like, don't you feel a certain way about that? And he's like, I do, but like, it's kind of an opportunity to bond with my sister, and I love that. I love that idea of that. Don't you? And she's like, well, sure, but like, I don't need you to be scaring me, okay? He's like, all right, fine. Aw, she got so irritated with him, but is laughing it off anyway. Aw, she gave him a little kiss on the cheek. That's so sweet. And she's like, so Deackon, I was thinking we could plant some cannabis seeds to make some more money. I feel like that'll get us going. So what do you think about that? And he's like, well, I don't want to get in trouble with the law though, sis. You know, we got to be careful. And she's like, I know. We'll keep it under wraps. Oh my gosh. Not Deackon being the voice of reason. Okay. Well, we're going to go and we're going to try this. And I think she's going to say, you know, our great-grandma, she was selling edibles, so I don't see a problem with us selling a little weed. And Deackon's like, I guess you're right. So she's proving her point to her brother. Okay, let's go and plant these. Alright, girl, come on. We gotta get this garden started. And then we might actually go and talk to your boyfriend a little bit. I do want them to maybe go out to the nightclub. Think that'd be fun. This nightclub over here doesn't cost any money to get in. So we'll be all good with that. So I'm very excited. Oh my gosh, not her mom calling her? Evelyn! Evelyn, you're gone. You're dead. Like, don't be calling us, okay? Oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Let's see. Can we go and... Oh, it's out of season? Oh gosh. Girl, this is foiling your plan. The weed is out of season. You can't be planting it out here. We have to get a greenhouse. Oh gosh. She's like, Deacon. She's like, I'm not going to be able to grow these the way it is out here. Like, it's so dry here. It's really hot. We can't grow them. And he's like, well, that sucks. He's like, well, we might have to get a greenhouse then. And then she's like, yeah, I guess so. Well, let's go ahead and just, like, remove these then, I guess. Oh, man. Wasting good cannabis seeds, which sucks. Alright, well, let's, like, maybe see if we can do something else. She's probably so disappointed. She just wants to go spend time with Blaine, which I totally get that. I mean, she was having such a great idea, and now thinking that it's not going to work out till they get enough money to make a greenhouse, that really stinks. I mean, it really does. So I think I'm going to have her go ahead, and we're going to go and travel. She's like, okay, Deacon. He's like, watch. She's like, watch our campsite. I'm going to go and hang out with Blaine for a while because I just need to clear my head. There's a lot in my head right now. He's like, that's fine, sis. I'll be here with Toto. Okay, so we're going to go and hang out with him. We're going to go and meet Blaine. And if you all have seen my Starbucks legacy, you will know that Blaine is actually a character in that legacy as well, but he was a side character. So I decided to bring him into this legacy as well. And I'm really excited that he's actually a love interest for my sim, and I am potentially wanting them to have a baby at some point. But right now we have no money. We have no simoleons. We have no simoleons whatsoever, so we're not going to be having any children at the moment. But here they are. They are here at the nightclub, and this is a really nice place. If you all remember Generation 4, this is where Brenna actually went to hang out with all those boys. So, she's like, Blaine, are you gonna buy me a drink? Because I don't have any money right now. He's like, sure, babe. It's like, I will buy you some. Oh my gosh, Blaine. Let's get a good look of you. You are so stinking cute. But I'm sad to say that Blaine's, like, face, he had some vitiligo on him, and it's gone now. Like, I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna have to get that back because I can't see it. I don't know why it disappeared. That's been kind of an issue in the game, and that sucks because that's really great representation, you know, showing those kind of skin details and stuff in the game, and I just really hate that that's kind of been a problem. But we're just going to go over here and can we get a free drink? Let's grab some chips. Okay, girl, let's get free chips. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna grab me some chips because they're free. He's like, okay. He's like, well, I'm gonna go listen to some music, but I'll buy you a drink later. So, is he gonna really buy her a drink later? I don't know. She might have to just steal one. Oh my gosh, girl, not you gonna be stealing drinks from the bar. That's so low life to be doing that, but I mean, she's gotta do what she's gotta do if she's having a hard time, I guess. But she actually has work soon. She needs to attend an active work day at the photo studio. This is part of the modded career for this legacy, so I'm gonna have to see how it works. Oh, not Raina texting her. I heard you and Blaine start dating. Congrats on landing a new partner. Raina's being so sweet. I mean, I feel like they should be friends, but like, can they be friends after everything that happened with their argument? Like, literally, like, Liori feels like Raina made her feel dumb for thinking she was psychic, so I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen. Y'all need to let me know what you think about that whole situation. Should we be friends with Raina? I mean, Raina just kind of left and after their argument, and they never really talked again, so I don't know. She can come over here and make a drink. Girl, you have no money. We have no money to be making any drinks or be ordering anything. So, why don't we come over here and come and dance with your boyfriend then? That's free. Let's come over here and do the cowpoke dance with everybody. That'll be fun. Oh, her grandpa's calling. I hear you're not too good at haggling. Why don't you let me take you to the flea market and show you how a pro gets a great price? Oh, her grandpa wants to go and spend time with her. Well, how long does Manuel have? Because I'm curious. I really want to know. Because honestly, if he's going to die soon, maybe we should go see him. They did actually get to be kind of close with each other, so maybe we could do that. I don't really want to bail on Blaine right now, but maybe we should. You know what? She's gonna be like, Blaine, I really don't want to do this, but my grandpa, he's getting really old and I need to go and visit him. And he's like, okay. It's like, well, I guess I'll text you later. She's like, yeah, if I can get my phone to work. You know I don't have good service, and you know that my phone bill, I don't have money for it right now, so we're gonna see. It's just like, I'll just catch up with you when I can. He's like, all right. Well, they're here in the city, and here's her grandpa, Manuel. And if y'all remember Gen 4, you'll know Manuel is actually Evelyn's dad, which is her mom. So, yes, we're going to go and actually spend some time with him. Let's go and give him a hug, because she has missed her grandpa quite a lot. So we're going to go and give him a hug. Going to be like, hi, Grandpa, how you doing? And he's like, oh, I'm good, sweetheart. Like, how are you? He's like, I see you did your hair. It looks nice. And she's like, yeah, it needed it done. I love the purple and the blue in my hair. He's like, me too. He's like, it looks good on you. And, aw, I love them bonding. This is so cute. Also, is this the alien from Generation 4? She's getting so old. She's literally an elder and she looks this good. Girl, I want some alien genetics, honestly. Like, for real, make my Sims look as good as she does when she's an elder. Okay, well, looks like she adores her grandpa because she has that sentiment with him, which I love very much. Do you think her grandpa would like to actually go and do a little karaoke with her? I don't think Manuel would be into that. I can't remember what Manuel did. If y'all remember what Manuel did in Gen 4, let me know, because it's been a minute since I played Never Get Bored. So, yeah, let me know what you, let me know if you know. Okay. Let's, like, go over here to the flea market then. It's so crazy because, like, in The Sims, there's so many different things to do, like, in the city, because it's kind of like an open world situation that it makes me get distracted really easy. But she wants to have a drink. Like, she literally wanted that drink so bad. She was begging Blaine for one, and now I feel like she's gonna beg her grandpa for one. So she's like, Grandpa, I'm literally 21 now. And he's like, oh, wow, you're that old already? He's like, it seems like you were just 16. And she's like, yeah. She's like, so, would you, like, buy me a drink? And he's just, like, laughing. He's like, I don't want to be responsible for that. You know, drinking is really a difficult thing. I mean, your grandma, she really knew how to drink and party. So, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, Liora. And she's like, I understand, Grandpa. I know you just want to protect me. And that's fine. I just was, you know, wondering if you'd want to, like, celebrate, you know, because, you know, you're not getting any younger. I hate to say that, but, you know, you got some years on you. And he's just like, Liora, trust me, I know my age, but I'm not getting you a drink. And she's like, fine. So she tried to persuade her grandpa to get her a whiskey or something, but it was not working at all. So we're gonna come over here. I think I'm gonna have her say, well, Grandpa, would you at least like to paint a mural with me, maybe, or spray some graffiti? He's like, well, I'm not about graffitiing the city, but we can paint a mural. And she's like, all right, let's do it. Okay, they're gonna go and paint this mural. This is gonna be a great way for them to make memories together. This is adorable. Okay, he needs to come and do his part too, because this is a big mural. This is gonna take a minute. All right, she's thinking about what she's gonna do. All right, girl, make it good. All right, she's not very good at this, but we're gonna see how it turns out. I do want her to actually go to the paint and sip place once it actually is built. Once the whole mall is finished, I do want her to go there with some friends. So that will be really fun. Oh no, her dad's calling. Also, her dad is looking so good for an older man. I can't get over it. Like, look. And look, they look so much alike. Look at them. Like, literally, she has his lips. She has his nose, I feel like, partly. And then she also has his eye color. So, yeah, and hair color. So I feel like she literally looks a lot like her dad. But we're not going to answer him right now because I don't feel like she wants to talk to her dad after everything that's went on with that. I mean, her dad literally abandoned her and Deackon whenever they were really young, just so he could go out and be a chess legend and beat her mom. So, yeah, we're not going to talk to him, I don't think. Sage advice on family from receiving a life lesson on family. That seemed like some very good advice about family. It just might help Liori on her life journey. Oh, that's so sweet. And she's got this right here, stale advice from redundant life lesson. Wow, that's supposed to be a life lesson. It was so boring. Liori had already heard that one before. Wow, she feels like her grandpa's literally like lecturing her about life and stuff. And she's feeling uncreative from her creative trait. Aww. And she's feeling uncreative because of needing to take more photos. She's like, I should have brought my camera with me. I left it back at the campsite. And he's like, well, that's okay, Liori. You know, next time when we go out, we can take more photos. She's like, well, I have my phone. We can take a photo together now. And he's like, well, that'd be nice. We could take a photo of the mural that we're painting. This is a very important mural that we're creating. It's going to be in memory of, you know, something that I did years ago. And me and your grandma, we never told anybody about this story. So it's really important to me. And she's like, really? She's like, Grandpa, you gotta tell me. I want to know all the juicy details. And he's like, okay. He's like, fine. Since we're both painting this together, I will tell you. And she's like, okay, cool. And he's like, so, me and your grandma Brenna, we divorced years ago because it was what was meant to be. But we decided to go out on a trip together to India, and it was really fun. We rode elephants, and it was just so romantic that I decided to give her a kiss. And I never told your mom, so just don't go tell your brother, okay? Don't get it in everybody else's heads, okay? None of the family knows. She's like, don't worry, Grandpa, I won't snitch, okay? I do a lot of things that I don't tell my brother. Oh my gosh. I love that. I love that he told her something that no one else knows. That's just showing what a bond they have and what they're creating together. And I love it. Okay, well, let's go ahead and finish this. And then we do need to go over here and look at some of the flea market items because I'm really curious about what she could actually get. She has no money right now, so we have no way of getting anything. But we could still come and look and just kind of see. Also, we have this over here. We have some hookah. So, she could actually come over here and try some dirt weed with her grandpa for old time's sake. I mean, that would be really fun, but I don't know if Manuel would be into that or not. I'm not really sure. I completely forgot a lot about his character, because it's been a while, you know, Gen 4 was a while back, so, okay, well, we could just try it. Maybe he'd be open to doing it. I mean, he just told her something really, really important to him, so maybe they could go and bond over a little bit of hookah. So she's gonna be like, Grandpa, since you told me that, I just got inspired. So maybe I could take like a painting lesson or something that could help me make more murals in the future. And he's like, oh, that'd be so cool. He's like, you'll definitely have to send me pictures of that. And she's like, yeah. She's like, so since you inspired me so much, do you want to go and smoke a little together? And he's like, I'm not sure if I should do that or not at my age. And she's like, come on, Grandpa, come on, you know you want to have a little fun. He's like, I mean, you said it yourself, I guess. I'm not getting any younger. And she's like, yeah, that's right, so why not? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? So they're gonna go and try this. Oh my gosh, not her convincing her grandpa to be going and doing some hookah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Liori is a bit of a bad influence, I won't lie. I mean, even though her generation's supposed to be one of the more wholesome gens of Never Get Bored, her personality in general and everything that she's going through is very serious and very, very naughty. And she's just a very rebellious character, and I love it. I love her so much. So, is her grandpa gonna come over here? Okay, he's gonna come over here and do this with her. Oh gosh, he's very nervous. I feel like he's like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing this with my granddaughter? I mean, it's just for, you know, a little bit of bonding time. It's just gonna be fun. Come on, Manuel. It's gonna be alright. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Alright. He's like, okay, here we go. Oh gosh, he's like getting distracted on his phone. He's texting. She's like, Grandpa, are you gonna smoke with me or not? And he's like, sorry, I was just getting a text. It's from your grandma. And she's like, oh, are you all having a little bit of intimate texting? And he's like, no. He's like, no, we're not like that anymore. I don't want you to get that idea in your head. I don't want you to think that just because I told you that story that we're gonna kind of rekindle things before we pass away, because that's not the way it is, you know. I am still really upset about your grandpa, and I'm still, you know, just happy being single, so no, we're not gonna be doing any of that. And she's like, well, that sucks, because Grandma was telling me about how she missed all those memories y'all made together. And he's like, really? She does? And she's like, yeah. I mean, you know, Grandma, she just, you know, spends a lot of her time with the kids, you know. They never moved out or anything, so now she's stuck in Strangerville with them. And, you know, she talks about all the time how fun it was to defeat the mother plant as well, even though it was terrifying. She said she misses that thrill of life that she used to have when she was younger, and that you made her feel so much better about it. And he's like, really? I had no idea. She never said any of that to me. And she's like, yeah, well, we can talk about this more once you smoke. And he's like, okay. He's like, sorry, I just wanted to make sure that she was all right, you know, with all those kids. It is a lot for her to handle. She's like, oh yeah, it is. She's like, I want kids one day, but not right now. I want to focus on photography and just enjoy life, you know, smoke and just, you know, have fun with my boyfriend, Blaine. And he's like, what? You have a boyfriend? You didn't tell me about this. And he's just so upset. He's so worried about her dating. And she's like, well, Grandpa, it just started happening like a couple weeks ago. Like, it's not anything serious yet. And he's like, good. Well, tell him that I'm watching him. And she's like, okay, I will. Grandpa is literally looking out for her. Manuel is giving her the talk. Oh my gosh, that was so awkward. She's like, Grandpa, you don't need to give me the talk, okay? Like, I've already looked stuff up on my phone about all of that. I don't need it from you, okay? And he's like, okay, good. He's like, I really don't want to be the one to tell you the birds and the bees. And she's like, yeah. She's like, I don't really want to hear it from you either. It's very awkward and makes me nervous. Okay, well, he doesn't even know the truth that she actually has already woohooed a couple times with Blaine. But, yeah, luckily she's not pregnant though. So, but we are just gonna go ahead and maybe wrap things up here at the flea market because they've already done all they can do. She doesn't have any money to buy anything, so we're not gonna be able to haggle our way to get anything either. So, I think we're gonna go ahead and just say goodbye to Grandpa. He's actually gotta go to the bathroom because, you know, he's old, so he has to pee. But, I'm gonna have her go ahead and head back home. I'm gonna save my game because you know this game, you know how it be doing sometimes with crashing. But I think that Liori, you know, wanted to spend time with her grandpa. It really sucks she had to leave Blaine though. Leave him high and dry there at the nightclub, but she knew what she had to do. She's a family-oriented sim. She wanted to be there for her grandpa. And, you know, you never know. He's probably gonna pass away soon, so I'm happy that he got to share something with her that he's not told anybody, and I don't know how Brenna would feel about him telling that, but, you know, I mean, he just felt like it was time to tell somebody, so he trusts Liori, which I love. But yeah, I think she's gotten really close with both her grandparents because of her mom passing, and, you know, she's just gotten to spend time with them, and it's been really nice, and they've told her things that, you know, they just, want to tell about their life, and it's just made her feel really inspired to do a lot of fun things in her life as well. And I think moving here to Strangerville, even though the fire was really sad that happened to the Chaston family farmhouse and the generational wealth, it's kind of given her an opportunity to bond with her brother and given her an opportunity to live in a different world and get to experience new things. And we're going to get to see that in this generation. And there's tons of drama going to happen and tons of things that are planned. So I'm really, really excited about it, and I hope y'all are too. So yes, and Liori is back now at the little campsite. So Deackon is over here, and he's been waiting for her, been taking care of Toto this whole time, been trying to see about what they could plant out here because of the hot weather. So she's like, Deackon, I'm back. I had to spend a little bit of time with Grandpa Manuel because he's not getting any younger. And he's like, oh yeah. He's like, was he doing okay? And she's like, yeah, he really had a great time with me. We talked about some things he's never said to anyone, and it just felt really nice to get to bond with him like that. And he's like, oh, that's nice. It's like, well, can you tell me what he said? She's like, no. She's like, it's a secret just between me and him, sadly, Deackon. And he's like, that's okay. He's like, me and Grandma have our secrets too. And she's like, did Grandma tell you about the thing that Grandpa told me? And he's like, I don't know, but she told me some really funny things. And they're just like joking around with each other. She's like, well, my secret's better than yours, I bet. And he's like, I don't know. Grandma told me that she had to take this whole vaccine to be able to survive the mother plant attack. And she's like, no way. That is so freaking cool. Like, that is awesome. Like, I would love to have seen that. And he's like, yeah. He's like, she has pictures and everything of her and her friends going to the secret lab and finding the mother plant and how horrific it was. Like, that was so awesome to get to see those pictures. He's like, well, I'm gonna have to talk to Grandma about this because I want to see too. He's like, I'm sure she'll show you. Oh, I miss Brenna now. We're gonna have to go and visit her soon. But I think with that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this first episode of Generation 6 of the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the beginning of Gen 6, and let me tell you, it's only going to get better from here. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, and comment down below your favorite moment from Never Get Bored. Which gen was your favorite? Which gen was one that you could relate with? Let me know all your thoughts about the Never Get Bored Legacy Challenge down below. And also subscribe if you are new to join the Storyteller Squad. And thank you all again for watching, and I will speak to you all next time. Bye, Storyteller Squad.